Work done in an isothermal expansion. Before going into the derivation of work done, we have to see what is the isothermal process. When a gas undergoes expansion or compression at constant temperature, the process is called isothermal process. So once again I repeat, when a gas undergoes expansion or compression at constant temperature, the process is called isothermal process. Okay. Consider 1 mole of an ideal gas enclosed in a cylinder with perfectly conducting walls and fitted with a perfectly frictionless and conducting piston. Let P1, V1 and T be the initial pressure, initial volume. Temperature is going to be constant in isothermal process. Therefore, we name it as T. We don't have initial temperature and final temperature just because temperature is constant in isothermal process. Be the initial pressure, volume and temperature of the gas. Okay. Let the gas expand to a volume V2 when the pressure reduces to P2. So naturally when the pressure decreases, the volume increases at constant temperature T. At any instant during expansion, let the pressure of the gas be P. If A is the area of the cross section of the piston, then force. So we all know that pressure is equal to force by area. Therefore, force is equal to pressure into area. Now, let us assume that the pressure of the gas remains constant during an infinitesimally small outward displacement dx of the piston. Therefore, work done because of the small distance displacement dx, small displacement, the work done is also small. So dw is the small work done because of this small displacement dx. Work done we know force into displacement, so force into dx. Force is given by pressure into area, so in the place of force we can replace by pressure into area into dx. Now area into displacement, this distance dx, so when you combine these two it becomes volume. Since the displacement dx is very small, we call it as dv, small volume. Okay. Total work done by the gas in expansion from initial volume V1 to final volume V2, then we have to integrate this equation. So when you integrate this, integration of dw will become w, total work done, and we carry out the integration from the upper limit is final volume V2 and the lower limit is initial volume V1, P into dv. That means this equation we are integrating both sides. So this is the piston in the initial blue color and it is moved upward. A small displacement occurs which is dx. So since pressure is decreased, the volume is increased. That's what we saw just before. So we all know the basic fundamental equation, PV is equal to RT. Pressure into volume is equal to R, gas constant or universal gas constant multiplied by T, temperature. So from this relation we have the formula for pressure, which is P is equal to RT by V. Bring this V to the other side. So in the place of P, you substitute this value RT by V. So work done is equal to integral RT by V. So this RT by V is nothing but P into dV. Now we are integrating with respect to dV. So RT is constant, pull the terms outside. 1 by V dV is nothing but log V. Log V means base is E. So upper limit is V2, lower limit is V1, RT is constant, we have taken outside the integral. Now upper limit minus lower limit. So you substitute upper limit, this is V2 minus lower limit. So RT into log V2 minus log V1. The base is E, don't forget. So this is of the form log M minus N. So we can write it as log M by N. So from this relation, we have work done is equal to RT log M minus N is M by N. So log base E V2 by V1. So this is base E. If you want to convert to base 10 common logarithm, then you have to multiply by 2.3026. See, both the answers are correct, but this is base E, here it is base 10. So whenever you convert base E to base 10, you have to multiply it by 2.3026. Now, this is the equation for the work done during an isothermal process. So the derivation is over. You have to remember these two formulas. One in log with base E, another one log with base 10. Now proof for these two equations. So we all know log E V2 by V1 is, this can be written as log V2 by V1 divided by log E. You can put any base, but I am substituting base 10. So that is log A to the base B. So what you can do is log A by log B. You can fix any base, but both should be same. If you put M, here also you have to put M. So this is a logarithmic rule. So now this can be written as, so log V2 by V1 divided by log E. I am using base as 10. So here also 10, here also 10. So now this can be written as 1 by log E to the base 10 into log V2 by V1 to the base 10. This 1 by log E to the base 10 can be written as log 10 to the base E divided by 1 multiplied by log V2 by V1 to the base 10. Log 10 to the base E, if you find the value using logarithm book or calculator, you will get 2.3026, the value of this, multiplied by log 10 V2 base 10 V2 by V1. This is the proof for this equation. Okay. So that's all about this topic on work done in an isothermal process. So we have defined what is isothermal process, and then we have done the derivation part of work done in an isothermal expansion. Thanks for watching. Nandri.